So Ronaldo has joined Man United. What will this mean for FPL? What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So Friday, just before the game week 3 deadline, but we have had a little bit of news that probably will shake up FPL more than any of the bits of news we've ever had in the past couple of seasons. So unless you've been living under a rock, you will know that Cristiano Ronaldo has returned to Manchester United. Now, we don't know anything about his price, his position, or anything like that, but I'm going to have a quick discussion about what I think it will mean for our FPL teams going forward, what it will mean for some of the other assets, my predictions for his price, his position, and everything like that. First, reactions to Manchester United signing Ronaldo and him coming back into FPL. Just before we dive into that, a few questions from you all asking to confirm my team selection. At the moment, it is as it is in my team selection video, with the captaincy on Bruno Fernandes, and if anything changes, I will let you know, but I imagine that will be what it is come game week 3. The only change that could happen is Antonio being my captain. So to dive in and just to have a bit of a discussion about what I think, looking at this Cristiano Ronaldo in a Manchester United shirt, how strange that looks now, but what it will mean for our FPL team. So I imagine he'll come in as a forward, as that's where he's been playing for Juventus. That's where I imagine he'll be playing for Manchester United. I think he'll be playing up front, through the middle, and this will then have an impact on a lot of the players that they have and everything like that. I don't see him being priced at more than 12.5 million, although he is such an incredible player. Do I see him being priced at more than the likes of Harry Kane and Mo Salah, who have proven what they've done over several seasons? Maybe not. He could go up to 13 million, but 13 million for me is a maximum. I probably see him being priced in line with Harry Kane and Mo Salah, as we've mentioned. Now, that is a lot of money to spend, but if he gets in that Manchester United team, unlike with Manchester City, you will have that rotation aspect. You do presume that Ronaldo is going to play many more minutes for United than he would have done for Manchester City. However, there will have to be a focus on him. He isn't, that young, sprightly figure. Although he's in great condition, he probably can't play each and every week given the amount of games that the Premier League has in comparison to some of those other leagues that he's played in. I still think he'll play most games. There will be a focus on the Champions League, of course, seeing as he won't be here for that long. They'll want to use that as their main focus, but he will, of course, get Premier League games, and given his quality, he will score FPL points. There's no doubt about that. However, of course, those FPL points are going to have to come from someone else. So the first talking point is Bruno Fernandes. Bruno out, and what impact will Ronaldo have on him? So first of all, I think, of course, Ronaldo will be the main goal scorer in that team. He will need someone to assist him, so he will need someone to pass on the ball. Now, Pogba's been a great asset in recent weeks. He's been passing, he's been getting a lot of assists, and I think Bruno can do that as well. However, I don't see it being the case that Bruno keeps penalties. I can't see Ronaldo coming into that team and not taking them over Fernandes. For Portugal in the Euros, we saw Bruno not taking penalties, and it was Ronaldo taking them, of course. I don't see it being the case that Bruno keeps them, and I also think that will be likely to be the case for free kicks as well. Now, Bruno may take some, but Ronaldo will also definitely want to have a slice of the free kick pie and take some of them as well, which again makes Bruno Fernandes a much less appealing asset. So without penalties and without free kicks, I don't think Bruno Fernandes will be a good asset for us to own, particularly this season. Now, I'm not saying go and sell him ahead of game week 3 or even game week 4 or even game week 5 to sort of 6, 7, but I think going throughout the season, we will need to have a look at maybe wildcarding or using our transfers to move Bruno Fernandes out, because I don't think he'll be nearly as good an asset now that Cristiano Ronaldo has joined, because of his reliance on points from set pieces. Now, another asset that we're all enjoying owning at the moment is Mason Greenwood. So at the moment, he's playing up front. Now, I think we understand that with Cavani initially, Greenwood was unlikely to stay in that forward role. He may go out wide, he may play on the right or on the left if he's not playing up front. Now, it doesn't look like that Cavani's going to get that many minutes now that Ronaldo has joined and Greenwood is playing well. I don't think Greenwood is particularly a sell for us yet and at the moment. However, with his price being 7.5, I don't think he's going to get that many minutes once Ronaldo joins, once Cavani's back fit. Now, I doubt Martial and Cavani are both in the squad each and every week, so there's unlikely to be the 4 of them. However, will Greenwood then just be the backup to Ronaldo? It is quite possible. Once Rashford comes back, once Sancho's out there as well, and with Rashford being back slightly ahead of schedule as well, there will be a lot of attacking options. So again, doesn't feel like Greenwood is as much of a fire potentially as Bruno could be once Ronaldo joins. Again, we don't know quite how soon he'll be ready, although he has been playing for Juventus, so he should be fully fit to play. Greenwood should be fine for game weeks 3, game weeks 4, game week 5 even, and once Rashford's starting to come back, then it may be worth looking to move him out, because Greenwood could quite easily play on the wing until Rashford comes back, but once that happens, it's definitely too many players to be choosing from, so Greenwood will probably be needing to be moved out of that Manchester United team and from our FPL teams as well. And finally, which premiums to get. Now we have so many premiums to own. We've got De Bruyne, Fernandes, we've spoken a little bit about. We've got Salah, Mane, Sterling, Son, Harry Kane, Lukaku. Only a few days ago, we were all scrambling on our teams to find a way to get Lukaku into our teams. And now suddenly he's not in the conversation and we're all trying to find a way to get Cristiano Ronaldo in. Now, it does feel like having one premium midfielder and one premium forward is the best way to go instead of having the two premium midfielders, which a lot of us have at the moment, because this will allow us to move around those premium forwards very easily if one hits form, and move around the premium midfielders again if one hits form. So you can move around them very quickly, and although last season it's been set and forget with those premium assets, we can keep those premiums in our team but jump from the cheaper players to cheaper players. It now feels like we need to find the cheaper players like the Benramas, like Rafinha that we've got, that we can just keep in our team each and every game week and move between the premiums based on who's in form, who's got the nice fixture run. So it's a slight different in ways of how we could potentially run our FPL teams. In terms of which premiums I think we should be owning, I think Salah is still a mainstay. That Liverpool team will score goals. He's on penalties for them as well. Then up front, it is such a headache between Lukaku, Harry Kane and Ronaldo. I think it will have to be depending on the fixtures they've got once we see how many games Ronaldo is going to be playing for them, everything like that. But I do think, looking at your teams, how can you move potentially Bruno out to a cheaper midfielder in order to upgrade one of your forwards in order to get one of those premium forwards in? Because Kane now at Spurs is definitely a talking point. Lukaku at Chelsea now scoring in game week 2, and Ronaldo at Manchester United thinking that he'll come in as a forward is just going to be such a headache for us all to own, not knowing where to go, who to pick and everything like that. I definitely think that I'll be wanting to get Ronaldo into my team. He's so clinical, he can score all types of goals, he'll be on penalties as well. I just don't think that Premier League defenders will be able to cope with them. Manchester United have a great run of fixtures that run sort of throughout Christmas and into the new year, and I think owning Ronaldo for that period will be absolutely almost essential, if not essential, even with the likes of Lukaku and Harry Kane performing very well. So at the moment, I think it's a wait and see. I don't think it will impact our teams for game week 3, and it probably won't impact them very much for game week 4. But after that, it may be worth looking at your transfers. How is Ronaldo going to impact that Manchester United team, and what's it going to do to our FPL assets that we know and have known for the past couple of weeks? So those are my first thoughts and predictions of Ronaldo in FPL. I do think he'll be a forward. I do think he'll probably be 12.5 or 13 million as a forward, in line with what Harry Kane and Mo Salah is my prediction. Bruno, I don't think has got that many days left in our FPL teams. Greenwood is a bit more of a less of a fire because he is a bit cheaper and he can occasionally get benched if that's the way it goes. And then the premiums, one premium midfielder and one premium forward feels like the best team structure once we start to play those wild cards around game week 5, game week 6. And I do think there will be a lot of players who potentially play their wild card over the international break once Ronaldo has joined, and to get them in ahead of that Newcastle fixture in game week 4 for Manchester United, which could be the perfect time Cristiano Ronaldo to hit the ground running. So those are my first thoughts. I hope you have enjoyed. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button and like the video if you have enjoyed. Good luck in game week 3, everyone. Any questions ahead of that, drop them in the comments down below or message me over on Twitter. Good luck, everyone, and I will see you all very soon.